What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So, welcome to making bad decisions with the gifts that DE has given us. I will be showing you Styanax Helminth ability today, and we'll be talking about why it was a bad decision to do this. Before we get into it though, make sure to live stream. We've been having some crazy live streams lately with Warframe and all that, and I really appreciate all the support, guys. Make sure also sub to this channel as well. Daily Warframe uploads. I'm trying to do as many videos as possible right now. Alright, so Styanax, the newest Warframe, his Helminth ability is called Tharros Strike. What it will do is it's basically just Styanax's second ability, but you can use it in other frames. And this is powercraft beyond belief. It is seriously good. Eventually, you're going to probably want to get this because it power creeps a lot of stuff in this game. We're going to briefly show what this does and what you can do with it. First though, I just thought this funny. This ability knocks enemies back, and it also knocks enemies back that are Demolyst. So I'm using Banshee's first ability to knock them back, and Styanax's Helminth ability to knock them back. So I can just bully the dummiest into the corner and just, laugh at them. Like, they're trying to run towards the tower, but I just keep pushing them back. So, with Tharros Strike, it seems like they start resisting the knockback after like 2 or 3 casts, but they don't start resisting the Banshee pushback. So that's a fun little thing you could do. I definitely recommend pushing the Demolyst away from the tower, not towards the tower, but, it's your game, you're allowed to do what you want. So, as far as what this ability does, you bash in front of you a bunch of shields. I think it's like 9 shields. It scales with range and strength. With 200% strength, you will fully remove enemy armor in one cast, and enemy shields too, so it's good against Corpus that might have been armored. So, it's a cone, 9 shields. It looks like you'd think, oh, 9 shields, you only hit 9 enemies. No, you can hit actually every enemy that is in front of you. It's just a gigantic cone. I feel like the shields are just visual, honestly. So we're going to jam a bunch of range on here. And it's 50% armor strip and shield strip at base. So yeah, 200% strength, full strip in one cast. And it gets some pretty good range too. We're going to jam every range mod here. You can see how far that goes. So as far as what you can do with this, we didn't even finish talking about what it does. So it's going to heal you for every enemy you hit. It's going to do some damage to them. Enough damage to kill star chart enemies easily. With some strength, you get like 3,000 damage here. And the defense reduction goes up with power strength as well. Look at this. 25 energy drain for this ability. That is a ridiculously low cost. Just to compare my Banshee's abilities, her 3 costs 75, her Sonar costs 50, and Tharros Strike is Styanax's second ability, and it only costs 25. So we're talking big power creep up in here. I guess in a good way. Like, I actually think this is a very, very endurance and high-level mission-focused Helminth. I'm just going to show you right here that the 9 shields don't mean anything. These are 20 enemies right here. All of them got hit. And also, Tharros Strike will set enemies up for finishers. So it's just better than most of the Helminths already. Armor strip, shield strip, healing, and finisher enabling. Not to mention the whole damage aspect of it too. Now it's only impact damage, so don't get too excited, but did I mention that this armor strip works on Demolyst and it works on Acolytes? So if you want a good Acolyte slaying Helminth, we'll talk about this. Because I think getting a second Styanax might be kind of a pain in the butt. Everyone got one for free, but DE rushed this update out, so you can't even buy Styanax in the store right now. So as far as, frames that I'm going to be using this Helminth on, I've been theorycrafting a little bit. So far, the best one I can think of is Nidus. Nidus' second ability, Larva, pulls all the enemies in. And Nidus' first ability, I don't remember what it's called. It's Nidus' Plague Stomp. I was going to call it the Plague Stomp. That is heavily diminished by enemy armor. So this is a perfect ability for Nidus. He's all health. He has no shields. So once he's taken some hits, cast Tharros Strike, get healed all the way back up to full. Also, every enemy you just hit in your larva is fully armor stripped. You can one-shot them with your 1. You can fire off a weapon to kill them. They're just basically dead. And like I said, this works on the Acolyte too. So if you're using a build like I've shown before, Teeming Virulence Nidus, you just own the room basically. You just go over there, walk over there, res your cat. Not like you're taking damage anyway. If you get low, just Tharros Strike back to full health, and it's like nothing even happened. Now, Nidus does have built-in health regen, but sometimes you get chunked pretty hard. And the one Tharros Strike in your larva is a completely full heal. So I think it's really good on Nidus. I actually think I might start using it on frames for disruption, like we showed at the beginning of the video. You can push the disruption target back. That's just for fun. The armor and shield strip is really, really reliable and good, and it's permanent armor strip too. So no need to really mod for duration for that. Really, really crazy powerful stuff. But like I said, you can't even buy Styanax in the store right now. So if you want to get this right now, before they add it into the game next week, with probably Wednesday is my guess, you need to sacrifice the gifted Styanax. And yes, guys, I did sacrifice the gifted Styanax. I made the video for Styanax on a 5 Forma, Aura Forma, multiple extra loadout slots purchased Styanax because I want to get this information out to you, showing how crazy this is. And there's literally no way. I'm someone that would have bought an extra Styanax for plat just for the Helminth. I did not have the option this time. DE messed up. So I'll be eventually buying another Styanax with plat, or like maybe farming it from Call for the one for my personal use. But as of right now, this is what I'm using him for, and I actually don't really regret it. Like yeah, if it was an actual sacrifice for once in the Helminth, like this was a frame I put like full commitment into feeding it, but at the same time, this has got to be like a top 3 Helminth right here. Like we're looking at like Gloom, Ensnare, Breach Surge, maybe top 5, okay? Maybe top 5. This is a top 5 Helminth right here. The new best armor strip one, at least for high priority targets, because remember, certain armor strips, and I hope they change this someday, certain armor strips don't work on high priority targets. For example, Terrify, Necros Helminth ability, it got massively buffed like we talked about before the patch. It does not work on Demolyst or Acolytes. So it's only going to work on these trash ads, which just means, you know, it's easy to... It also has a CC added to it, but why are we needing to armor strip trash ads unless we're at like really, really high levels? As someone that did a level 10,000 run yesterday with a bugged weapon, by the way, not in a good way, not a bugged weapon, we'll have a video on that soon too. You know, you don't even need armor strip for a lot of those guys. They're using the right kind of builds. Even at level 10,000. I killed a level 9,000 enemy with my Operator Amp, guys. I killed multiple enemies with a Propa shot at level 9,000 on a steel path. So, you know, armor strip's not always necessary, but I would say against high priority targets, you do definitely want it. And here's the Acolyte making the biggest mistake of his life. Spawning right next to my my Nidus larva and getting absolutely one-shot. By the way, Kuva Tonkor video coming out soon. Probably the current best AoE weapon? Question mark. That's your little subtle, you know, tip to maybe go get a Riven for it right now if you don't have one already, because it is, you know, it's basically infinite ammo and it's nasty, hitting really hard. Friendship ended with the Brahma. Kuva Tonkor is my new best friend. But yeah, so if you want, so other frames you could put this on. I was thinking of Tharros. I was thinking, I have it on Saryn already. I think for Saryn disruption builds, I mean, why would you even bother with any other kind of armor strip, right? It's so good. Her 3 is going to be a big damage buff. And then you think about Tharros Strike. Now, if you have, I have 199 strength. A lot of times for endurance run, you can run Molt Augmented to give you another 6% strength. And don't forget, they also they changed how corrosive protection stacks with armor strip now. So with this 99% strip, let's say I didn't even have Molt Augmented on here. Take it off. I'm never going to get the extra 1% power strength, no matter what I do, unless I use like Zenoric or Matarai. What you can do is if you have, let's say I took like even one more power strength mod off of here, it'd be like 80-something%. You can put on corrosive projection and just pretend that's another 18% on your actual number right here. So this would become 100% with no buffs. I'm just going to show you that right now. That's a nice thing with corrosive projection now. It definitely makes it a lot more viable than it used to be. And there's a full strip with one cast, nice and easy. Use Saryn's 3 to blast them away. Basically just one hit, easy mode. So yeah, maybe expect a video on Tharros Strike Saryn for endurance runs coming very soon. Now it is a removal. You don't get Molt anymore, and I like Molt a lot on Saryn. But at the same time, this is such good armor strip. If I just shield gate properly with other abilities, that sounds disgusting. And it is disgusting, as I've already tested briefly. I want to actually like do some due diligence here and go to high levels with that build. As I went to level 10,000 with the Slaytra last night, and yeah, we'll have a video on that soon. Like I said, it is pretty much just bugged and not working at all, and I paid plat for that, so I'm a little bit annoyed by that one for sure. But yeah, as far as, you know, should you sacrifice your current Styanax to get this? If you are like desperately like, I need to do a steel path disruption with this right now, then yeah, sure, go for it. Styanax is good, but you'll eventually be able to get another one. And I mean, think about it. You got the Styanax we have right now for free. What are you losing? What are you losing out on? You'll eventually go get one either way. But if you can wait, you're like, I need to go do a steel. I don't need to go do a steel path to disrupt in this very second. Yeah, it's definitely a huge waste to sacrifice it right now. You know, it is an extremely overpowered and ridiculous Helminth, the Tharros Strike, but yeah, it's I don't know, maybe they'll nerf it. It's really, really good. And like I said, at star chart levels, you can just kill stuff with this. It's like a huge Kono melee attack. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on frames you think that Tharros Strike would be good on in the description, or let me know in the comments down below. I think Nidus actually is one of the best ones, because you think about it, like Nidus's first ability, it's heavily diminished by enemy armor. He's all health, like it just makes sense. And like, he doesn't really hate shields, but shields are kind of annoying for him, I guess. And it removes shields too. So it's a very disruption, endurance kind of focused Helminth. And you know, the fact that it works on everything is good. I actually really, now this is off topic a little bit. Actually, it's not entirely off topic. I think that DE, like the armor strip changes were good. You know, Necros, Terrify is good now. Pillage got a nice little buff. All that stuff got some nice little buffs. Even Frost got a big buff, actually. Let's quit the goofiness. Let's quit this charade. Why do armor strip abilities not work universally across the board? I feel like Terrify, the stun part of it shouldn't work on Demolyst, but the armor strip part should. This game has way too many like little, you know, like exceptions. Like, oh yeah, you know, Terrify doesn't work on Demolyst, but it works on trash ads. It's like, why does it not work on there? It's not like it would stun them. Armor strip across the board. Every armor strip should work on every enemy, if you ask me. I should be able to use Terrify on a Demolyst, on a Acolyte, you know, everything. And then Tharros Strike, it should just all be like Tharros Strike. It works on everything. That's my personal opinion. I would love for DE to actually go through with that and do that, because, I mean, I feel like the armor strip changes were a step in the right direction as far as like making that stuff less confusing. Let's take it all the way and make everything work on all types of enemies, okay? Or every type of enemy that armor strip works on in the first place. Of course, I want Boreal. If they're choosing to make Boreal not armor strippable, then sure, you can't armor strip Boreal with anything. But for just like the stuff that armor strip does work on, let's make it like universal across the board, so we can get some actual like players to the late game situations of this game, not get confused and leave early. All right, guys, hope you found this video helpful. Tharros Strike OP. Get it eventually. Don't rush it. Definitely don't sacrifice your Styanax. I'll see you later for another video. Take it easy. Peace.